Hi all, I wanted to make a short video about the indicators that I'm currently using, or the indicator that I've recently found. I'm currently working on it. Thought I'll share it with you. Before I begin, I would like to mention that this is an educational channel. All content over here is for the sake of education. Kindly read the disclaimer that you see on the screen and in the description below. With that said, let's proceed. So we'll straight away jump into the indicator that I want to discuss. Things will look somewhat familiar to you and somewhat non-familiar also. So let's get into it. The indicator that I want to discuss today is called Intraday Trading Zones. Intraday Trading Zones. It's by the author's name is Universal Teacher. I'll leave the name of all the indicators that I'm using in this video in the comment section and pin it so that you have no difficulty finding it. All right. So as you all know, I am mostly an intraday trader and I trade on the indices. I focus less on individual stocks at the moment. At least I'm only focused on the indices. I do both option and buying and selling, but most of the time I'm options buying, and I keep trying to find indicators that I think are going to be productive for me. Over time I've found that EMA defense scotch is a very productive bottom indicator. I use that with MACD. MACD 3915 is my setting, which I've shown in multiple videos. However, I'll briefly show it in this video as well. But prior to that, in this video, we are only going to use split screen, but in the split screen, we'll only use one indice. This is a very concentrated view of somebody who trades on only one indice every day. For example, it could be Nifty, Bank Nifty. These are primary indices. You can have somebody who experiments with mid cap select or Nifty finance also, but I would prefer that I explain this video either on Nifty or Bank Nifty, and between the two also, let's just focus on one indice, that is Bank Nifty, and focus this video on one indice. So what will be the approach for a person who every day focuses only on one indice? Let's get into it. All right, so this will be my window. Over here I'll have intraday trading zones on the left and right. The only difference between the two will be it'll have the same indice, both on Nifty Bank, 5 minutes time frame. On the left hand side, I'll use EMA defense scotch, and on the right hand side, I'll use MACD 3915. I'll briefly show you the settings also. EMA defense scotch is by Wugamlo. I've shown this multiple times. I'm using it in its default settings. I have not made any changes. All right. This is the indicator, EMA difference histogram and stochastic indicator by Wugamlo. I'm using it in the default settings. No changes made. MACD, I'm using MACD. Fast length is 3, slow length is 9, and this signal smoothing is 15. That's why I call it 3915. This is my setting. And histogram I don't use. MACD I make it white, and signal I make it yellow. And these are my settings for MACD. You can just pause the video over here and copy my settings. All right. Basically, this is the important one: 3, 9, 15. Colors, you can give it any colors you want. I use white and yellow. You can use anything you want. All right. So that is the difference between these two split screens. Now let's go on to top. Now this indicator that is called intraday trading zones, I'll show it to you once again. This is the indicator, intraday trading zones by Universal Teacher. It has got quite a lot of things going for it. All right. Like if you look at the input section, it's got a lot. The only things I am using, let me explain. PDC I'm using, which is previous day close. You can see I have made this pinkish, and I have made it the thickness is 5. I've chosen the maximum thickness so that when I look on the screen, it arrives over here. So I know that yesterday's closing was over here. So starting of the day itself, you'll be you'll have it in the back of your mind that yesterday's closing was here. All right. This one show PDH and PDL. I don't know what it is. Must be previous day high and low. Even though it is ticked, it must be okay. It's showing over here, I think. See, yeah, it's showing over here. Previous day high and low. It's very dull. Let me make that a little brighter so that you'll be able to see it. Okay, previous day high and low is over here. Let me give it a different color so that you can see it. Okay. Okay, so these two lines that you see over here, let me make that also 5. So this yellow lines that you see over here are previous day high and low. If you want, you can have it. Don't want, don't have it. All right. It's your choice. You can make it dashed, you can make it a singular line, or you can make it dotted line, whichever way you want. So now I can see over here, this is previous day high and low. This is previous day close. All right. For now, let me just take away the high and low of the previous days, or let it be there, does not matter. All right. For me, the previous day close is important. I know at one glance that this is the previous day close. I'll just make this smaller so that it does not interfere too much. That'll do. It's very, small over here. It's showing me previous day high and low. That's good enough. Previous day it has closed over here, which I have marked with pink. All right, let's move on down. It's showing me current day high and low. So this, I have made it white. You can see over here this line on top, and at the bottom, this line on top is covered because I'm currently editing this indicator. Otherwise, you'll see a white line on top that is today's high, and then it marks today's low as well. I have not made any changes to all the other this thing. Show daily pivot I've unchecked. Show fib levels I've unchecked. I don't want to see all of that. This show daily S1 S2 I've unchecked. So a lot of things I've unchecked which I don't want to see. All right. Show moving averages. If you click that, it'll probably show you moving averages also. So that's another very big advantage, especially for people who want to see 10 moving average and all that. You can change the colors on the following page. It'll show you over here the moving averages. Yeah, where is the moving averages? Yeah, EMA 1, 2 and 3 you can see over here. You can probably change the colors from here. All right, I'm not using the moving averages, but that does not mean you should not use it. You can definitely go use it. For example, I may keep the 10 EMA 1 I'll keep. So I think EMA 1 is the blue one. I think it's showing by red over here. So I exactly don't know the colors, but it's got the facility to show 3 EMAs, which is EMA 1 is 10, EMA 2 is 50, and EMA 3 is 200. All right. So if you want to see that, good for you. I don't want to see it because for me, VWAP is more important, and I'm looking at the VWAP. This yellow line that you see is the VWAP, and that is more important for me. On this particular page, I've not made any changes. All right. I've just let things be the way it is. I've not unticked anything or done anything. All the ones that I want to see I have marked on the input section. Style section, I've made no changes. If at all I make any changes, I may use this EMAs, and at that point of time I'll give that EMA whatever color I want so that I don't have difficulty finding it. All right, but for now I'm not using EMA. For me, VWAP is enough for the time being. So how does this work then? All right, so what are the things I'm looking at? I've already got the day high and day low in this indicator. It's showing me the day high and day low. It's showing me the VWAP. VWAP is accurate after 10:30, 10:45. All right. It's showing me the VWAP. It's showing me previous day close over here. It's showing me previous day high over here and previous day low over here. It's quite dim, but once you use the indicator, you will find. Now, as I've explained in my previous video also, the moment MACD cuts into the yellow line, I know the direction has changed. It becomes, you see the dark green becomes light green over here. But I wait for my time to come. I take the trade when the green becomes red. And that green is becoming red over here when the candle is also cutting through the VWAP, right? So it's a triple confirmation. It's a MACD, it's a EMA diff scotch, and a VWAP confirmation that this is the place to short, right? Here would have been a good shot. You could have easily made 20, 10, 15, 20, 30 points, whatever you make. We are talking about intraday over here. So let's not discuss very big points. I'll give you my example in 20, 30 points. You can, look at the options chart and see how many points you could have made. All right. I made money in this candle over here today because I knew that this is going to go up, because I'll tell you why I knew it's going to go up. The MACD you see has already turned over here. Right over here, the MACD turns, right? That means the direction has changed. Little moving forward over here, it's cutting. The white cuts into the yellow, and on the left hand side, you see the dark red becomes pink. That means the direction has changed, right? Then over here, we get a confirmation, the pink becomes green. But the market, actually the the candle should have zoomed over here itself. But as you know, the stock market, everything does not work exactly as it should. On a normal day, the moment this pink turns to green, it would have shot over here itself. But today it didn't do that. It took a little time and consolidated a little bit. It again gave this small testing kind of a signal, and then it cut it. And then it cut it over here. We have a MACD confirmation. We have a EMA defense coach confirmation. And we have a VWAP confirmation again. All three have confirmed. Boom, we go up. I took this trade. I think I took one more trade today. Maybe I caught this and this, but after this I did not take any more trades. I was done for the day. Rest of the day I just saw the computer. I didn't do much. I think I caught this decline and this up movement, and this whole thing after that I did not even monitor. You could have said that one could have taken this shorting over here. I am not sure, because I have not been in the trading phase of mind after this trade was done. I mean, I don't want to keep testing my luck again and again every day. One trade should be what your goal should be, to do only one trade a day maximum. I did a second trade today where I lost a very small amount, some 15-20 rupees, and then I took a third trade which was again profitable. So my first trade was profitable. My second trade I lost very little with charges and everything. It may be 100 rupees or something. And on the third trade I again made money. So I took 3 trades today. First 1 and 3 were profitable. Second one I made a small loss. Overall a very good day. I'm very happy with the day went. And I was also monitoring this indicator. Now this indicator really works. Let me remind you guys, I have not changed my setup. I'm still using the Zurich moving average on the 5 minutes time frame. The setting for my Zurich moving average on the 5 minutes time frame is 21. The length is 21. I'm still using that on my trading panel. That is still on another chart is also still on. This is a new indicator that I'm experimenting with, and this seems to be working very well. It gives me the kind. Now I can always add a moving VWAP to my existing setup also. VWAP is available in all platforms. But you see what I've done over here is I'm only using 2 indicators. Okay, it's a split screen, agreed, but you can decide which one you want to use. I can't do without both. I need to see MACD and EMA diff scotch both. But if you had to decide, then you can decide which 2 you want. You want to keep the at the bottom, you want to keep EMA defense scotch, or you want to keep MACD. MACD is available on all platforms. What I would suggest is on Tradingview, have this view. You can have this intraday trading zone on top, and at the bottom you can have EMA defense scotch, and on a trading panel you can have a Zurich moving average along with VWAP. Zurich moving average 5 minutes time frame, again with on the length being 21, and you can have the MACD. All right, so that should be the setup on your trading panel, where you take the trade, and on the this thing you should have this setup. If you have got the paid setup, then you can add the Zurich moving average also to this. I think by default I've set it to 21. Yeah, my Zurich moving average is default to 21. You can see the color changes over here. This green line, then this color changing to red, and then this red becoming green, and this green becoming red. How accurate it is. Ultimate accuracy, right? If I apply it to the whole setting, I get this. Zurich moving average is very important for me. I use it in all my videos. So you decide where you want to see what. If you're limited to only 2 indicators, you can decide where you want to see what. VWAP is available on all platforms. MACD is available on all platforms. Okay, this also changed to, let me just move this out and put in MACD over here. Delete, add MACD. My MACD is saved with 353915, so it will come up as that. There you go. So MACD is available on all platform. Zurich moving average is available on Dhan. And what else? VWAP is also available on Dhan. The only thing that you will not get on Dhan is intraday trading zones, which is this one on top, and the EMA defense scotch. So my strategy would be this. On the trading zone, where I have got limited to only 2 indicators, where I'm on the free version, I would see the EMA defense scotch along with intraday trading zones. And on my trading panel, I'll see it with Zurich moving average, MACD and VWAP. So my my trading panel will look like this. You see, I've taken out the intraday trading zones. My trading panel will look like this. I'll add the VWAP to this. Hold on. Since I've gotten rid of intraday trading zones, my VWAP also has disappeared. Hold on. I think my default VWAP is white. Yeah. So you see my VWAP setting is white. Again, over here, it's come from the intraday trading zone, so it's yellow. On this screen, it's white because generally I use white color. Settings are same. No changes in the VWAP setting. I don't change the input section at all. Only in the color section, I keep everything unchecked and my color selection is white. Here, I don't make any changes. All right. So both are similar. Have this set up on your trading panel and have this set up on your trading view panel. And then you time your trades. All right. This will give you the indication that when things change, direction changes, MACD will give you the indication first. Then you got to wait for a confirmation of the exact time to take the trade from EMA defense scotch. EMA defense scotch is when you jump into the trade, you make your money and get out. EMA defense scotch has got a very high strike rate. It's pretty accurate unless it makes, things like today, like this area today was a little tough to deal with, but with experience, you will know when the market is trying to fool you. I knew it, that this will go up and it went up. That experience will come with time. All right. So guys, today I'll end this video over here. What have we learned today? We have just learned a new indicator called intraday trading zones. It can be used very well. It can be bought into your trading setup, and you can use that indicator on the Tradingview platform along with EMA defense scotch. All right. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you in some form or the other. If it was, then kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video with your family and friends. Please give this video a thumbs up. That definitely encourages me to make more videos. Subscribe to our free Telegram channel. The link is given in the description. All our videos. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.